Alright, let's talk about setting up a Planning Center service inside of ProPresenter. So as long as it's already created in Planning Center, you're going to be able to find it in this playlist. So let's add April 10th. Okay, you'll see it shows up empty. We have this library of things we can pull from, and then the other thing is if there is a file in Planning Center, we can attach it with this paperclip here. So let's try that both ways. So for announcements, we're going to click announcements, and we have opening and closing announcements. So we're going to throw opening announcements over the first instance, and you'll see that that'll do exactly what it needs to do. Okay, because this one has actions added to it. It's got an audience lookup pre-service, and it's got the opening info prop. Okay, so let's talk about if we were going to import something from Planning Center, like a dot profile. So let's see if Waymaker has one. Okay, so there's one right here that was dropped into Planning Center. So we're just gonna be able to drag that dot profile over, add it to our worship library, and there it is. And that doesn't look right at all. That's kind of an old one, so we'll know that that's probably not the one we want to use. So if we want to unlink, we can click right here, unlink. All right, so if we want to look for it in our worship library, we can do that. We can say, okay, here's one right here, and it's got MT next to it, which means multi-tracks, which means that it's already been set up for multi-tracks. And that looks a lot more like something we're used to. So we're going to want to go to the arrangement editor here. Make sure the arrangement is set not to master, but it's set to full. Master is just going to set up the groups of all the things that you can pull from, but full arrangement is going to match the arrangement of the backing track. All right. So one more way that you can import songs, if it's not in your library and it's not in Planning Center, you can come search up here, and we have three different things we can search from. We can search from our library, we can search from Song Select, which is a song library, and then we can use Multitracks, which integrates with our backing tracks. So let's search for Waymaker. We'll see it show up right here. We'll see the album art to make sure that it's the correct one. We can import. It's going to let me know that it already exists in my library, so I don't need to add it. But if I was going to add it now, I would add MT just to let me know that it came from Multitracks. Just make sure that it's set to 2 lines per slide and saving to the worship library. After that, you can import it and you'll be ready to go.